Alright, here we go, everybody. Heading to work after a 3-day weekend. Very productive, amazingly. Got finished with a painting. Got another one well underway. Oh, dear. Let's see what else happened. Made a first stab at recording my new guitar instrumental. I was tempted to post it as is, but I really screwed up the first part of it. So we'll see what happens. So my wife sent me a video produced by the New York Times. Something about how tyranny begins or something like that. So it has made me decide, number one, to stop commenting on YouTube videos. That's not the only reason I've decided to do it. I'll get to that in a second. I've also decided to limit how much I spew my political opinions online, because I really think things are going to get very bad very soon. So, the other thing is, there was a video about Elon, and I was looking through the comments, and somebody had written something. It was poorly worded, and you couldn't really tell which way the guy was leaning. So I just replied with a question mark. Like, what? So the guy jumps all over me with two different replies. The first one was, see, when you reply to a specific comment or reply on YouTube, the person that you're replying to, their channel, the little @ symbol. Oh God, there's a fucking goat in the road. These people leave these goats unpinned. It's so stupid. Anyway, the channel is highlighted, like and then the name, the username channel thing. So the first reply he sent to me was, "Why would you highlight my address? What did I ever do to you? I have a little channel." And then the second reply was, "What about what I said was unclear?" So I replied to both of these. Number one, saying, I didn't highlight jack shit, okay? That's just the way that the damn site operates. Take it up with them. And second, if you're so emotionally unstable that you're triggered by a piece of punctuation, then you need to grow the fuck up. So, okay. A couple hours later, I get replies to both of those, okay? First one is, I'll do the second one first. The second one was, I don't understand what was unclear about what I said, but the first one was the one that really killed me. He says, basically said, "This is the most social interaction I've had online in a long time." And it made me realize that this person and a lot of other people, okay, they are, I don't want to disparage anybody, but as we say, they're on the spectrum, okay? They have difficulty interacting with other people. They have difficulty understanding how social interaction happens. And they long for some sort of, communication with another person. And they don't know how to go about doing that. And so they resort to insulting or acting obstreperous or, it's childish behavior, because at least they get some sort of attention, some sort of interaction. And so I realized I'm dealing with what we would in the past call a crazy person. So, I blocked the guy, and then I deleted everything that I had, all my comments on that particular thread. And that combined with the whole possibility of being targeted in the future for expressing views contrary to the official views of the regime has made me decide I'm done making comments. Don't know to what extent I will continue to make. My wife and I were discussing this. She deleted all of her political editorials and essays on her blog. And I don't know to what extent I'm going to do that sort of thing. And I don't know. Oh, Lord. I really think things are going to get bad. If you can find the video, I can't remember the goddamn name of the video. This is how tyranny begins, or something like that. And from New York Times. So, and we were talking, that, in World War II, you had people who were under repression or threat of repression or threat of reprisal. They left everything and migrated to another country where they felt safer. I don't know how we could do that. As Andy Warhol once said, how could you get rid of your stuff? And I know, people go, oh, they're just material objects. Well, that's what we are. I have thousands of books, thousands of CDs. I have a studio. I have my guitars. I have pictures of the kids when they were little. I got like 500 paintings I've done in storage. I don't know how I could give everything up and to leave. I don't know how much of a principled stand I would have the guts to take. It's either recant your beliefs or you're going to the concentration camp. I don't know. If I'd had any brains, if I'd had any insight, I would have left this country when I was 17 and never came back. That's what I want. I wanted to go to Europe the summer. I wanted to save up some money and go to Europe after my senior year in high school and travel. Staying in youth hostels and so forth. And my dad basically shit on that idea. This is, quote, that's impossible. And plus, I thought you had to go to college. I thought you had to. I thought it was just de rigueur. So, I don't know. I should have left. I mean, I know there's looming right-wing threats in Europe too. I know, but it's not the same. It's not the same. They live. Europe is a largely, predominantly secular culture, secular society. Here, I mean, there the appeal of the hardcore right-wing nutcases comes from a different place. But here, it's we must return to the fundamentalist Christian values of our great-grandfathers. Things were good then. And, well, how is that going to manifest itself? Well, we're going to kill people that we don't like. That's what it basically boils down to. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I think the best thing to do is just keep my head down for the next 4 years and hope for the best. Hope that some financial windfall comes my way so I can better prepare myself for any eventuality. On a happier note, I discovered an artist this weekend called Natalie Pudilov. Born in Russia, I believe. But her work really gave me insight and inspiration to go a little crazier in my work. To not have my figures in the paintings tied so much to anatomical correctness and the laws of physics. Be a little crazier, like I used to be, 20 years ago in my work. I also discovered this Korean artist named, can I get it right now? Jamsan. Jamsan. I guess it's one word. Maybe, I don't know. Discovered these through Pinterest, obviously. And I tried to find out more about him, but his website is really badly done. And it's hard to... what's really irritating about it is the work that I saw on Pinterest is not really represented that well or that much on his website. He does have... And one thing that was sort of irritating, he does have a YouTube channel and has a video on how he did this piece of artwork illustrating a dragon, and it was all done on some illustration program. It was done on the computer, which really irritated me. And I know that makes me sound like an old fogey, but I am an old fogey. I was disappointed. I mean, it looks like it was done with ink and watercolor and whatnot, but there's no actual piece of art that has his fingerprints on it, has his smudges, has the actual paint and ink and, blood, sweat, and tears on it, So, but still, the artwork itself was quite inspirational. Dragons and posters he'd done for operas. It's wonderful, scratchy ink and watercolor looking illustrations. I'd like to see some stuff he's done that's tangible, on an actual canvas, an actual piece of paper. So many wonderful pieces of art. So much great stuff. We're coming up on the end of the show. It's warmer tonight, thank goodness. I lost feeling in my thumbs last week, the last day I worked, because I was out in the 16-degree weather unloading a truck, and with these just little basic work gloves, gardening gloves, and my thumbs started to just ache, and then they started to not ache, which is not a good sign. I ran my hands under hot water when I got back in the building. You shouldn't do that. You should use room temperature water. Whatever. Okay, we're coming up on the end of... got some interesting CDs this weekend. One of them was like a sampler of Indian music. Oh, what the hell else was it I got? I can't think right now. Okay, we're going to call it quits here. Let's all hope for the best, because prayer doesn't work. Bye-bye.